Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Oh, they said you want television. Are you concerned if this season will be boring or not? Do you still have a little PTSD from down under this season? No shade, RuPaul and Asia. But when I tell you, I said, oh, the continuation of the melodrama from last week. Quite a good episode indeed when it comes to Snatch Game. Not a good Snatch Game. Very few and far in between were good there, including the reading challenge, if I'm being honest with you. But when I say whatever personal drama is happening, whatever is currently taking place between the queens themselves is really holding this piece together for me. And then we get another twist right after all of this beaver nonsense. And I'm not talking about Bucky's Nuggets. But then we find out there's a lip sync Lollapalooza that's going to happen the following week, and 2 people are going home. I said, oh. There's a lot happening, and I'm very entertained, and I'm very interested in what is taking place. So let's get into it today. My name is Matty-Rants. Welcome to my channel. I talk about RuPaul's Drag Race and most of the shows that are under that umbrella, as well as LGBTQIA+ programming. This is a live review, so this may be a little long-winded, but there will be timestamps that are going to be in the comment section later after one of my moderators goes through it all and posts them for you. They'll be pinned for sure. With the live review, you know I do polls, we ask questions, I banter back and forth with you as we talk about this episode because we need to get into it as we always do. So do me a favor and hit that like button, share, and subscribe while you're here. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for tuning in. If you ever want to find any links for me, once you click on my YouTube channel, there is an about page, but sort of now easy to find on the phone app as well as on the computer. But once you do, you'll see all the links available, like my link tree for my other social media pages. If you want to see reactions that I do, they're exclusive to Patreon. I post clips now to YouTube Shorts as well as other spaces. So if you would like to get a little sneak peek, I've posted them, but I only focus on one certain point. But if you want to do that, if you want to get there, it's $1 a month. And check that out on Patreon. I'm also bookable on Cameo, and I have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. So I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. Shout out to Bombay. I'm currently wearing their merch right now. Previous contestant on this wonderful program. I hope everyone is feeling blessed and not stressed. If you're feeling stressed, in, out. I completely understand. Trust me. It's around Christmas for me. I don't have any plans like I thought I was going to. I'm over here trying to pull all my coin tatas together just to give some of the people that I love some things, but I don't even think I'm doing anything for myself. So I have an idea of doing a Christmas live this year for those of you who are not going to be going out, or those of you who are going to be staying in and want to spend some time with me. So think about that for later dates. I'm also covering the reindeer games with Big Brother right now, so that's added to the programming. I will make the announcement. I will cover Drag Den Season 2. Y'all were like, you didn't do season 1. We wanted you to. I know. I did a little binge watch of season 1. I quite enjoyed it. And I said to myself, okay, I'll do season 2. We can do season 2. That's going to be a fun January. Well, Espana All-Stars, I think, is going to start either end of January or beginning February. But we'll have season 16. Canada will probably be wrapping up by this time. And then we'll also do Drag Den season 2 with Manila Luzon. So get ready to enjoy that. Now, I gotta say this. I gotta give this. I gotta let people know I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but we're gonna talk today. Disclaimer. This program's for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or weeks. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude and grab your libations and strap in, because Maddie is a talker, so you may be here for a while. And if you're feeling I was trying to sing it, but it didn't work. One more time. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, please consume some Mattivia and have a good poot. Yeah. Wow. But for real though, like, I'm a drag, I'm a tag, I'm a bag. Yeah. But like, relax, because in reality, I'm going to the shows. I'm tipping the girls and the dolls, and I want to support all these babies. I'm just giving you my opinion from what I watched on a television program. As far as what's happening in their personal lives, it's none of my business. That includes when we get rumors or certain other things that get into play now. I'm understanding that sometimes it's not the best to jump immediately on said topics, or in other words, mind your business until things are actually concrete. So in the future, when I know we want to say we don't do any of that, I still stand by everybody and everything, but we got to be a little bit more, in tune with the program here, so that way people can want to gravitate versus run away. So I love y'all down. I appreciate you for being here. If you want to drop a tip in my jar, I'm a single father of one. Christmas is around the corner. Let me tell y'all something. It would be a real blessing today if you sent me something. Not necessary for participation, but bitch. My Christmas is like, the channel's just getting back on track again. That last November was, So if you want to do something special for me, please send a tip, a little rim of my jar. That's so gross, but not really, but yes. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App.com/MattyRants, MattyRants. Again, I appreciate y'all so much for being here today for free. The thumbs up button in the comment section. If you watch this video, talk about the episode amongst the rant pack. That's what we do. We get to the comment section, we talk about it. And we have a good time here today. So for reals, yo. For reals, yo. Wait, that sounded so terrible to say that. Hello from Bad Jennifer. Near enough is in the chat. Come on, Nira, you have a seat, baby girl. Listen, let me talk about you real quick. Before you go anywhere today, before I talk about anything else from you, you're going to hear this from me. Your mug, Wuggy. From the Legendary girls that have watched Legendary, you know what I'm talking about with the Muggy Wuggy. That mug is right near her, okay? The girls will never clock your beat, ever. And every single episode, I've been like, Lord have mercy, that baby's face is done. So shout out to Near Enough. Y'all make sure you go send her some love too today. We have our opinions, but we're not nasty. Don't you send nobody hate. Don't come over here and do that kind of mess. We don't do that today. You don't do that today. Honestly, dear, it may have not been the best Jennifer's compared to Kittens, but there were other things that happened. There were other Snatch Games, but we'll get to Snatch Game because that was child, that was like taking a critical hit in a Final Fantasy game. Everybody's dead. I hope they can resurrect. We got some super chats. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you for the super chat. When I get paid, I will tip more. Hello, Rant Pack. Hello, Jeffrey, and thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Mixed service. I can't swear. Maddie finally was able to catch the live playback crew. Where you at? Also, the drama, the runway, that lip sync. Yes. I could only imagine being a fly on the wall. For that. We got to get to this, y'all. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat, Ashraf. Melinda for Prime Minister. I thank you for always supporting the Canadian girls. I know that they appreciate the love. Listen, I got to be real with you. Like, last season was cool and I love Canada's Drag Race, but I thought to myself after Down Under, I'm not trying to down that particular franchise, but I was like, oh, girl, I need something interesting to happen this season. And it's been hella interesting, but it's not just that it's interesting because of the twist. The cast, everybody's different. The girls are playing the game and nobody's afraid to be rude. We appreciate that as viewers because sometimes these babies get sensitive. And I'm asking myself, well, honestly, us having these conversations online are important because we all then find a line where we stand on either side. And we also want to convey our points while being critical at the same time. Some folks take it a little too far But it's a conversation, and that is what the point of the show is for. We're supposed to be talking about it. That means more views. That means another season. That means girls get paid and they get more, tours and gigs. And we see them on All Stars of multiple different franchises, global, coming soon. Zach, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Matt, it's been a rough week. My dog was put to sleep yesterday. Oh, my poor baby. And crossed the Rainbow Bridge. I needed this, so thank you for what you do. Zach, if I'm a little bit extra today, it might be because of you, my friend. All my love to you. I'm a pet parent, and I can't imagine what you're going through right now. Send some love to Zach, everybody. Poor baby. You got this. Listen, just, Jamar had to put Rufus down after 17, 18 years of him having that dog. And Jamar's on that, I ain't getting another one, friend. So if you need to take your time, baby, until you're ready, okay? AC, thank you for the tippy pool on Cash App. Let's get this started, y'all. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all saying who else up in here? Oh, wait a minute. I hear that Nira is in the chat. Is that Amy Yonsei Chanel of the Chanel Yonce's of Amy's, our Dominican sister? What's up? Listen, Nira and Amy. Okay, hold on. If y'all want to go in on the live chat, do it. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that to you. But shout out to Amy, y'all say Chanel. Y'all send my sister some love over there too. What's up? Everybody's up in this piece today. Y'all want to talk. That's what that is. Y'all want to talk. Hold on, Bell Chan. Thank you for the super chat when I'm ready, because the episode was a reset. Correct. All right. Not Nira. Come on, save Melinda. This was a pleasant surprise for how one person's entire trajectory completely flipped. And what was really interesting is, y'all have heard me talk about Melinda, okay, and her casket sharp makeup. And I love that girl. Love her down. Because she's entertaining you. And we saw it yesterday, last week, and we see it this week. There is definitely somebody in there, okay? I love her down. But it was some runways where I'm like, now, what is she talking about? And it's these moments that happen where we're like, now, what's going on here? But you have to do what I did with this one, y'all. I watched the previous episode, and then I watched the next one, this current one we're talking about now, because I wanted that full connection. I didn't want a week in between. I'm like, no, let me watch what just happened, and then let's get to this edit. And for them to have came into the room still up, I was gagged. Like, it's not just Melinda and Venus, and Melinda low-key throwing a nasty drag, a good old nasty piece of shade when she was talking about the outfit that she actually helped her with, which was really funny. But it's also Amy and Luna. Baby, Amy said, no, sister, we're not going to do is play like all the safe girls were cute. I said, oh, Amy, get up. What's... I don't know what was going on, but I was here for the activation. Like last week, listen, Nira, no, I wasn't on your side for that argument, girl, because you was giving a little nasty. But like, I'm proud of you this week for even coming in the back and get me to my screenshots. We got to talk about this. I'm not moving fast enough. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. It's your boy, Matty-Rants. I'm talking real fast. Let's get here. Let's get over here. Get over here. Please receive the body language in the room, everybody, as we are about to go through this episode. If the girls ain't looking at you in the face, be nervous, because that's you thinking in your thoughts. You're contemplating life decisions. And am I going to get this bitch? Am I mad at her right now? What's going on over here? Did this lady, why is she still here? She wanted to go home. And I'm not mad at Nira in this moment having her own little say, like, okay, now, like, look, I know we had a whole pop-off moment in the back, Amy, and all that was cute, and da-da-da-da-da, but, like, I really don't hate you. I received this, Nira. I did, because it was very, it was a little bit more on my part. I was a bit nastier, as you put in so many words, as I like to call you, Thick Lemon, because you remind me of our sister Lemon very much, but with hell. The body, right? So like Amy, Hold on, sister. I have to ask. I was wondering. I know this was many moons ago for both of y'all or anybody watching this from the show that's watching right now. Shout out to Kiki Ko and everybody watching the show. When you had turned to her, listen, hold on, sister. I'm here. I heard nearer and what she said. And then you're like, it's okay, baby. If you don't like me, you don't like me. And I'm like, I mean, I received that as in, yes, if Nira and you just don't get along, you don't get along. But I was also thinking to myself that Nira had just said, okay, girl, like that was too much. And I'm my bad on that. I know it's more so coming from me, but it's okay, girl. If you don't like me, you don't like me. I don't know why that cackled me a bit because it was like, well, you just gave her free permission to, if you don't feel her, gather that lady. I will say, truth be told, as much as I did enjoy that lip sync. Amy, I was happy you kept up, but Nira was cutting the fuck up last week. When I watched it again, I said Miss Mama was moving in them boots. Okay. But anywho, that's how this started. We didn't even get to Melinda yet. We're not even to the Melinda Venus showdown. And I watched Venus, who I am a fellow Libra. I watched her do the most Libra thing possible. Rise to 200 degrees and then fall immediately to freezing cold. Like that went from bitch to I don't want to do this. I didn't want to fight like that. I was weak watching this whole exchange take place. That is the most Libra thing I have ever seen in my life. But it all started from Little Edie. Or for all of us who know them as Denim, in these one-stroke eyebrows that I've become to really love. It's giving marionette doll half the time. But when I tell you the fact she had called Melinda out of her bob, I couldn't believe it. I said, Little Edie got something to goddamn say. She said, listen, I get all that, but we need to address the person who just said they wanted to go home. When I say, you don't know what you did right here. I will never look at blue contacts the same way again. If I ever see someone with some blue contact lenses, I know they about to cut the fuck up, drag a bitch and do something because they have a lot of courage and nerve to wear aquamarine eyeballs and present themselves to the public like that's a natural color. You better ask Jamar 84 what I'm talking about, okay? You were not born with gray eyes, Jamar. I love you, sister. But again, this is drag. Do what you want to do. But when I tell you, I could hear the violins playing. I could hear the music churning in the head. The symphony was rising up inside this woman's mind because when I tell you, she said, oh, we're still doing this. Melinda. I mean, this is me thinking if I was you in this moment after having just had a little scene and we're now into the workroom about to go into, we're wrapping the day, going into the next one, right? Go to the hotel, whatever. And you gonna pull me back up when I already did my little moment? Listen, I can do that with Jamar. That's my best friend. Okay. Well, the whole triangle of the Scotty, me, Jamar, best friendship. But that's how that goes. So trust and believe. I'll say it to his face. Love my brother. Oh, Melinda. I need you to understand. Once she was reinserted back into the conversation because we wanted to talk about it, it was over for you girls. I'm sorry. It was over. It was over. When that finger started to point, I knew Melinda was on to something. When I tell y'all don't understand, you have the audacity in this outfit with that bob to be on go. I love it. I fucking love it, bitch. I was over here keep cackling. I was over here keep cackling because she said, first of all, I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing this for them. And I'm doing this for the people that believe in me. And you know, there was people who I helped. That finger, look, there was people who I helped. And I said, oh my God. I said, wait a minute. She was pointing directly at nothing and then moved her body, moved that sucker with reap. Venus. I said, oh, you helped Venus with that outfit? I said, wow. Oh my God, Amy and Nira, I want to hear from you. I see you commented. Hold on. Amy, she won. I just didn't want to be at the same room with her, or she goes, or I go. That's the tea. It was my time to go, and they kept me. And now she doesn't want to fight and be bestie. I mean, listen, Amy. At that point, I get it, sister, but I would be also like, okay, I'm not in the mood to do nothing else right now. I'm tired. These bitches just have me up here. Low key, sister, you did a tuck and roll in towels. You hear me? You did a tuck and roll in towels. Like that should have been an ad for IKEA or some sort of like store that sells good towel. Like, bitch, do you hear me? I would be put that tuck and roll in there. These are the good threads, the good towels. Well, they came from Brad's house. Maybe they're the good towels. Were they in West Hollywood is the question. But I get that. You also running hot at that time. I feel you, sister. Near enough. I'm shocked I stayed quiet in this moment. I can only imagine Melinda's going in and y'all just sitting there like, okay. But here's what happened for me with Melinda, why I was laughing so fucking much and why I'm laughing, because she kept going. She didn't stop. It wasn't just like beat. I made my point and we're finished. No, baby. It was like she had to say that she was doing this for the people, for the folks that she helped, and I helped you, and da 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 da. And this is my life, and this is me. And I said, okay. I said, okay. But then when it's addressed like, okay, you did just say that you were like, I'm ready to go home. And that's the point that we're trying to make right now in a situation where we're all put in a pressure cooker and you going to just to say, fuck this because they didn't like what I gave in that moment, when there are other girls who were sitting back there that probably had the same like, bitch, I put a whole lot into this and guess what? They don't like my shit. I could be going home. My whole dreams and careers are cut. Is it the delusion for me? Maybe. Is this still a moment that she ate down? Yes. Because the fact that Canada's Drag Race went into Housewives territory with these edits once again, 43 minutes earlier, was it? That's kind of a gag, but like, I feel like it was longer than that. But like 43 minutes early, that. I find that to be just a tad bit genius, if you will. I really do. I really do. Oh my goodness, Naisha, thank you so much for the tippy poo on PayPal. I see you, my love, for you and the child. Thank you. My baby is sleeping on the bed right now. He's found my bed to be his new castle that he conquered currently. So every time I want to just get in the bed by myself, nope, that cat right there. Listen, Melinda, hey, I gotta be real with you. Hold on, sister. I need to know, girl, Venus, you rose up. Okay, Venus rising is what I want to call you. Well, not Venus rising. I should say Melinda Virgo rising. Boo. I know that was terrible. Melinda Virgo rising. Listen, Venus sat up here and said, girl, so you just said that. And we want to know, like, what's the tea? Like, you can't just say those things. But then she's like, but really the reason why you here is Kiki. That's why you here. But hold up, Kiki, why did you save Melinda? I said, oh shit. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? I said, what is going on? Why'd you save Melinda? Not you about to ask Kiki, what was your reason for saving this ungrateful lady, which is what that felt like, right? But then you hear randomly over in the corner, Kathy fucking Hilton, Kitten Caboodle, sitting there going, is it an alliance? We haven't gotten past the first 4 minutes of the episode, y'all. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Please, a shout out to every single one of these contestants on this show. Everybody did something today. Whether you sat there and just made a face, whether you said one word, everybody was saying something. I fucking loved it. Everybody was working that day. God bless all of y'all. Y'all were working. This is what we ask for TV. Please, somebody do something. Somebody say something. Somebody do something. Fucking love it. oh, Kiki's like, well, that's my sister. I hated what she said, and but like, you know, I had to save her. It's like, okay, like that's understandable, but like, they still want to get back to the point. Like, okay, like Melinda, so what are you? How you feel right now? What's up? Like, okay, well, at that time, I said I wanted to go. You couldn't have told me that the cover of Child's Play 3 mixed with the cover of another horror movie of epic purport, maybe Smile, I don't know, but pick one. Pick one. I mean, Venus looks like the dead body in the closet of the Ring, and Melinda looks like she's about to eat Tiffany's face in Bride of Chucky. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening here, but they were yelling. The girls were yelling. Talking about with gratitude. I said what I said. I said, Melinda, okay, everybody watches Housewives. I said what I said. I said, oh my God. Venus, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, Georgie. Can I give you a blue, Georgie? No, I can't. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Well, I can't breathe. Okay. All right, Matt, let it go. This is great TV. Stupid. Evan, thank you so much for the tippy poo on Venmo. I appreciate you, my love. Love you, Maddie. Love you too. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Matty-Rants. We're talking about Canada's Drag Race. Drop us a bunch if you feel like it. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But I want to be here, then I'm going to be here. But listen, like all of that, the volume, I can only imagine bouncing off of the walls. But like when Melinda was in the middle of her, like, let me go in, bitch, and them teeth came together, I said, honey, whatever Cat was talking about Shark Week, this is the girl. I wouldn't play with her. Rolly bites bitches on Zeus. Now, I can only see what you would do here. I wouldn't fuck with nobody like that. I wouldn't come for no lady in listen, you're not going to fight nobody in this bob with those blue contacts with that makeup. We're not fighting today. Bitch, Melinda gets everything she wants. I would not. Who fight with her? She's got everything to win and nothing to lose. I ain't doing it. Do you see that? Listen, laser focus. Ram through Bob. You hear me? Casket sharp makeup. Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not. No. Has nothing to lose and everything to win. Do me. Friend, we're not doing a panel today. Do you want to hop on and talk about this episode since we're not doing a panel this week? Let me know, brother. Let me know. Hold on. Do I spy with my little eye somebody who made me scream out loud? Aurora Matrix. Aurora. Y'all give Aurora some love. She is the Matrix. Please take the right pill. Love you, Aurora. Thanks for being here, love. Yeah, your look made me like gag. I was like, this is what I would have done. I would have done this. I love it. It's amazing. Shout out to the Canada's Drag Race girls. Once again, please do not send anybody hate. We will not be cool. Okay, you send these babies love. If they're in your town, if they're performing, you tip the girls. You tip the dolls. You let them know we support them because that's what the Ramp Pack do. So thank you. Love you, babies. Okay, listen, we got to get back to this. I said, ooh. Woo! I'm telling you, hold on. Can I find that cover for Chucky? Can I find the cover for that movie? Do I have it? Let me see. Let me show you how I told you I'm so mad at myself for not putting the graphic with this. Oh, yeah, bet. What I tell you. Melinda is going to motherfucking military academy to go find her some Andy. And then she's going to meet Tyler. And she's going to be a bro. That's how the movie went down. They're going to throw Melinda into an industrial fan. That's the end of her story with Drag Race. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's going to climb to the top of the mountain and she's almost going to get him. And then I think maybe it'll be Aurora. I don't know. Maybe it's near enough. Maybe she'll get near enough and fall into the industrial. I'm telling you, we're going to pray. I can't wait to see this movie go down. It's a good one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Melinda had cut that man so in the barber chair. Whoa, sister. Gave that man a heart attack that picked her up. Let me be quiet. I fucking love this bitch. I think this has been some of the greatest television ever, honestly. Hold on. Please tell me y'all thought she was going to flip that table. I was so mad she just went like this. I said, no, bitch. Flip it. I got really excited. Sorry for that loud noise. Let's get back to the program. But seriously, though, I'm also trying to get this done because there's a storm coming in, and I hate if the internet's going to cut out because this is too much fun, baby. I wanted her to flip that motherfucking table. Do you hear me? I said, please, God. 5 minutes now. You hear me? Yes, we're like now 5 minutes into the show. 5 minutes. Hold on. Let me ask y'all in the poll. Listen. This will be more specific. One of the best openers, if I even spell that right, for a drag race franchise. It's just a simple yes or no. Yeah, like honestly, let's put it to a vote. One of the best openers for any episode in the drag race franchise history. I'm putting it up there in my top 10. I loved all of it. Every single person that played a part in this, I was like, this is ridiculous. And I live. Because all you could do was go, okay, what's about to happen next? Who's about to say something? Now, Melinda, I know the babies were coming for you. And they were like, I mean, you did want to go home, so what's gooey? But like, as you were walking away, and I looked at the back of this outfit, which I never got a real chance to see, I understood where the frustration of your fellow competitors came from. Sister, are you eating the back of that dress? I was with your, it looked like that butt is going munch, munch, crunch, crunch. And I said, oh, she stomps up. Oh, I'm telling you. Look at Near in the corner. Okay, Purple, clock it. Near sitting over like, what's going on? I can't. She said, fuck all this noise, man. I said, I know that's right. You better stop off, Melinda. They pissed you off, baby. You looked a fool, but they pissed you off. No, but that was iconic. Again, coming back into it, it's just like, okay, I said this is how I feel, Like everybody's still running a little bit hot. We're not done. Amy, oh, you so messy. I love this. Like we just got finished with Melinda and Venus in this whole moment. And then Amy's like, so I have a question. I love this so much, y'all. This was crazy. Amy's like, so what do we think about the girls who were safe? What about their outfits? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get to the super chats. I'm sorry. I've been going through. Let me get to it before we get to that part here. Thank you. Belchan, maybe I missed this, but I'm ready because the episode's reset. Thank you so much, babes. Appreciate you. Will Justice, thank you for the super chat. I want to know how T.S. Maston is going to be able to moderate and handle these girls in July for the reunion. Will, when I tell you, you know I'm going to be at DragCon. And, you know, I'm going to have to go by everybody's booth and try not to be broke at the end of it all. Please do not have your limits be $40, ladies. I put this on God. $20 limit, please, for a meet and greet. Because when I tell you, when I see that 40, I'm like, now I got to get home. like we could buy something for 20, no shame, but like we 40. Oh, some people. Shout out to a couple of the girls. They were doing them for free, but at the same time, I know y'all got to make your money too, especially back for the booths. But yes, I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm going to try to get a good seat. I'm going to try to. I'm not going to go as press this year, but going to very much try to get a very good seat because I want to be in the audience in case they get to ask questions. And I'm like, oh, let me too. Belchan, with gratitude, all of them. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, baby. Mark English, thank you for the super chat. They hate each other, and I loved it. They need to pad, though. Listen, well. Some people's drag does not include cushions. Some people want to get hit by cars. Some people don't have airbags in their vehicles. That's a violation. But yes, we'll continue. Rayota, thank you for the super chat. Melinda got the Boulay brothers scared and bothered. I want to see Melinda on doing a fright feat or possibly an extermination. I would like to see it. And Bika Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Hands up. How many people watched this episode and thought, I cannot wait to hear Maddie's responses better than imagined? Big Lure, thank you so much, Aaron. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I can't. I'm sorry. I just finished watching the episode, so it's right on my tongue right now. Will, thank you for the super chat again. Someone put Melinda Verga, La Zabaleta, Laganja, and Cynthia Doll in the same room. Ooh. What color noise would that be? Because there's white noise, there's brown. What color noise would that be? Like, that would be some kind of exchange. Maybe the dead would rise. I don't know. But listen, Amy asked a good question. I fully stared down the camera because I was so over it in this moment. I mean, shit, like, I'm not going to ask, but I know the filming day, based on conversations I've had with other girls from the show, is like long. So like, this is coming close to the end of your day is what I'm assuming, unless they make y'all come in the next day wearing the same clothes, which would be ridiculous. So for me, I'm like, y'all have been up all day. You've been doing drag all day. You've been in the cameras all day. You come back over here and then all this starts to happen. It's like, bitch, unfortunately, but fortunately for y'all, if I ever get on this program as Miss Piece of Cake, y'all know my drag persona, be aware I would probably be Venus, Melinda, Amy, Luna, Mira. I'd be all of them. Oh, bitch, I'd be up. Because we're going to argue for, girl, I want to go to bed. What are we doing this for? You know you should have been at the bottom, should have gone home. You said you said that, Miss Thang. What do you mean? That'd been me. What? You said you wanted to go home. I would have been on the opposite side of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be real. Because if I'm in that competition and somebody does all that and we coming back, I might be up too. I'll be real with you. Did I enjoy it from a viewer's perspective? Yes. But if I was in that house, excuse the house, the same Big Brother. If I was in this competition and that long ass day just had, oh, bitch, I'd be up. Because you over here sitting there, well, I feel, oh, shut up. Because you just told us what you felt 2 minutes ago when we saw your ass get saved. And then we had to lip sync for our lives to stay here. That's how I would have felt. Now, if she apologized next day, we cool. It's 100. And I saw that Venus had posted on Twitter that they had like an off-camera moment where they talked and hugged it out. So I was like, okay, like, it's great TV, but let's be very clear. Oh, I've been up. I've been up with the rest of these babies. I've been like, now you got me fucked up to sit back here and still give all of this energy right now because you were just set to go. Walked off on us again and then did it for a second time. She wouldn't be able to sit back down. No, ma'am. I've been like, no, you can still stand up since you're ready to go. Y'all would have hated me. Y'all would have hated me. Yeah, honestly, Venus and all of them, they were a lot nicer than I was, bitch. If I had been on that show, if I were on that show. Woo, girl, we would have been, that would have been an exchange, bitch. You want TV? Let's go. Oh, we'll talk about it later. No, but listen, Amy says, so what we think about the other outfits? Since the girls would talk. Bitch, Melinda, you are so quick. Look, can you imagine one flat bob telling the wet bob that, like y'all don't understand the levels of how this is so fucking good. Do you not see what is it? Two bobs reading each other? It's the Bob Wars. That's all this is. This is Bob Wars. I'm telling you. She said, we're talking about, do you feel your outfits, justify you being safe? And, Venus, I was definitely surprised that mine was safe. So was I. It was just so dry and just, after everything that just happened, like, girl, and Venus says an eye roll, like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to engage with this lady. I'm not going to engage with this woman. I'm not going to do it. Then all of a sudden we get into Luna and Amy. And Amy said, but bitch, you have them pins that are showing, sisters. So what are you talking about? We're not going to do is talk about my outfit. And I said to myself, okay, how far are we about to get down this rabbit hole? Because we started this last week and now we're getting into it this week. And I wasn't mad that we were still going down the train because I was entertained, but I was also like, now my melanin sister's fighting. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, but like, okay, you were trying to read her for wearing towels, but if your pins are showing, then what are you dragging? I said, okay, baby, Nira had enough. Ah, Nira, you did close this out from the edit where it was like, y'all, we just need to de-drag and fuck all this nonsense. But when I tell you, excuse me, blah, y'all got me talking today. As they were just all yelling at one point in time and everyone's talking, all you could see is just Melinda. That's all I could see. I was watching the whole thing go down. Everybody's getting a little something out. And I just see her just staring into the abyss. Just staring into the abyss, y'all. I kid you not. Bravo, drag queens, kings, everybody, Canada. You have saved me this year. I'm telling you, this fall season of Drag Race had been kind of okay. It was a lot of okay, that's cool, that's great, la la la. Oh, you have made December so much more fun. Thank you. Excellent television. All of this. Excellent television. Everybody has something to say, whether, again, they said it vocally or not. Something about Melinda de-dragging and just looking with these contacts for me just gives me so much life right now. I love it so much. She was over it. Everybody was tired. It's Venus. This is what I was talking about with the Libra in me right here. This is my Libra sister. I saw the tattoo, so I was like, oh, she has to be a Libra. I don't want to like fight like this. 2 minutes ago, you better get the fuck on or get the fuck home. And it's like, and now we're at, I don't want to like fight like this. Them scales went wee. Let me find out Venus's rising and moon. That's what I need to find out because y'all know I'm a Libra, Virgo rising, Gemini moon. So I'm like, again, that Virgo rising's the drive. Do. Gotta go. I'm good at everything. That Gemini is the emotional conflict I've been dealing with so much. And Libra, well, we're a lot. So yeah. I can't, but we're the best. I don't care what anybody says. Amy, please don't come from Melinda. She's the mother. No, we're not coming from Melinda. We love Melinda here. We're going to be honest. But we love Melinda in this household here. She's casket sharp with her makeup, but we love Melinda. I do love me some Melinda. Aurora, on behalf of all the season 4 girls, you're welcome. Ella. Thank you, Aurora. Yes, it's a good season, and I'm happy. Question for you, Matty. How bad was your scale tip? I ended up in jail, so yeah, that will tell you how bad my scale can tip on sometimes. Like them charges were dropped, thank you, because I was right. But oh yeah, baby, if do not. That's why when I saw Venus get buck, I was like, oh, I know exactly where that is. You pulled out that balance. You're no longer in everything's all fuck doing too much. You getting hot. You gonna get real hot. Oh, I made Da 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 da. This is why you pay your phone bill. This is why tips matter. This is why you pay your phone bill. Ah, my phone. Sorry. Okay. I told you there's a huge storm passing through right now. So currently dealing with power outages situation, but luckily I have my hotspot and my computer is completely charged. So we'll be able to finish out the rest of this review. But yes, we may have to do this in candlelight. Where is it? Where is my? Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. That is great. This is so unprofessional. This is why they never have you at all the events. This is why. This is my inner demons talking. My inner saboteur. This is why they don't call you. This is why you'll never have the numbers that that one YouTuber has. Ah! Okay, we're back. Lights down. Okay, great. All right. Where were we? Did we have a visual? We did. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a professional. Okay. Hi. Yeah. Sorry. This may happen again, but luckily I'm connected to my hotspot, so we won't have a drop in service. But if the picture goes out, you know why. All right. So now that we've tipped the scales back into this coming in, hold on. Hold on. The TV popped on. Thank you. Breast testicle difficulties. We'll see soon in season 16 from somebody's entrance look. Thank you for the super chat. Rattling the collection can money for folks. See, listen, that I'm telling you, with your donations, you keep me alive. No, I'm just playing. No, for real though. But yes, if you want to drop me a tippy poo in my jar, I'd appreciate it. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App MattyRants, Venmo Rants. Thank you for tuning in today. Trust and believe, and I appreciate the super chats. Those auto tips come through immediately. Make sure we pay that internet bill, that phone bill, that light bill, honey, and we keep these stories going. Okay. Let's continue on here today. Let's continue on. Now, the following day, Melinda, Venus, we good. They good. We good. I'm good. I said, oh, okay, it's a wrap. Mind you, I saw the tweet too, so it added context for me. Thank you, Venus, for posting that moment on Twitter, because I was like, okay, that adds it up for me why they resumed it so quickly where it seemed that way, because it's kind of like, everybody's hot and we're all talking, and Melinda was in her oats. She was feeling her, goats. She was feeling her goats, right? And we have bad days, and she needed to blow it off. That's how she wanted to get it out. And so I'm glad that got resolved quickly. Now, if they want to go argue again, I'm here for it. Do it now. But let's get into the part of the show that I wasn't prepared for, because I'm looking at every single solitary one of you, from the Near Enoughs to the Royal Matrix to whoever else is in this chat. You too, Amy. What was this reading challenge? What was this? What was this? Brooklyn Heights looks like a taller Ben Platt in this outfit. God bless Brooklyn. Okay, love me some Brooklyn Heights, by the way. But when I was looking at Brooklyn's outfit, I was like, okay, so Ben Platt? Like, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Mama was relaxed. I said, okay, that's fine. Do what you want to do. It's your show. RuPaul's came in there in pajamas before, so by all means, do what you want to do. But the reading challenge, hold on, let's get into looks. Okay, Amy got a little chest. I see you, Amy. Cute. Aurora, you look so happy to be there. Aurora, you look so happy to be there, bitch. Okay, Venus got a thought. Oh. I said, okay. I want that jacket. It looks, I need one of those, to be honest with you. It looks so comfy. I need a big jacket. It doesn't get cold out here like that. Okay, anywho, let me get past the looks. Also, hold on, Kiki, sister, I clocked you wearing this outfit for the workday, and then I thought about what you wore on the runway, and I was like, did you Pokemon evolution from your workroom look to the runway? Because it was kind of given almost same silhouette. I was like, wait a minute. Girl, this was like a day at theater. The fact that I've gotten a chance to at least go to a theater camp before, God bless those days. I've been to Christian camp, I've been to a theater camp, I've been to a sports camp, and I've been to Marine military camp. So the levels of what gay trauma I have been through. The only person who was actually kind of funny, it will not translate well into Snatch Game at all. Not whatsoever. Also, I think there's this movie called Theater Camp. It's not called Theater Camp, it's called Camp. And it does star Ben Platt, and it's on Hulu. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I thought it was really good. It was pretty good. I liked it. Denim was the winner of this challenge. Go, Denim, go. I'm here for Denim winning. But I was kind of spooked because I thought that was going to go into, I thought that was going to go right into the Snatch Game, and that didn't happen. I would like to sit here and pretend like, I was excited for some of these choices, but I was also quite concerned for a few. Aurora, are you about to get it? But the Nira Kitten caboodle nuff fight over the Jennifer Coolidge's, I could not. I think this, because I'll be really honest. Hold on. See, I'll do my Jennifer Coolidge. Hey, Gage. Hi, it's me, Jennifer. Oh, God, gee, I'm in this TV show, TV show. It's called White Lotus. But don't watch season 3, because spoiler alert, I die. Like, listen. If you're gay and you know it, clap your hands. Wait, we all love a little Jennifer. We do. Now, Nira said, well, you got to. You got to people you could pick. So, bitch, pick that other person, though. You don't need to do all that. That's okay, girl. I'll be young Jennifer. I said, now, hold on. Now, Kitten, when I tell you, have you been a former salesman in your life at any point in time? Like door-to-door salesman? Because when I tell you that speech you gave me and the rest of us while we were talking, baby. I'm sitting here and I'm going, I said, hold on. I said, hold on. Bitch, this is Kitten. Let me explain to you who Jennifer Coolidge is to me. Jennifer Coolidge comes from an era of Hollywood where such and such and such happened, and then people forgot about her. But she is the resilience of those who are like me, who are in this industry and fighting. And I was like, where is the music? Candace Drag Race, you needed to have the trumpets blaring like this was, oh God, what's that movie called? Like Camp? Come on, Matt. No, it's Heavyweights. The camp where Ben Stiller was like trying to get the kids to lose weight, but it was like this whole crazy this or whatever. It needed to be like camp music. I don't know. Anywho, I was like, this is a lot. This is a lot. I kind of loved it. I kind of lived. I kind of breathed a little bit. I was like, okay. Fight for your rights. My Wi-Fi is back on. Should I plug it? Should I get my Wi-Fi back on? I'm afraid that the storm is going to mess it up again. I'm concerned. Should I try it? Let me double check on my phone. Because I'm looking at my signal bar and it's low and I don't want it to be choppy while I'm talking. Come on, Maddie. Come on, Maddie. You can do it. You can do it. I know you lying. You're currently unaffected by an outage in your area. Oh, there's an wait a minute. It says I'm unaffected. There's an outage in my area, though? I'll keep it on the phone, y'all. Yeah, because it says there's an outage in my area, and I don't like that. I'm like, oh, that's not a good sign. So let me keep it on the hotspot. Never mind. Shit. Thought we were doing something here. Listen, thank you, Aurora. Take care. Y'all, if you see Aurora out and about, please, especially for my Canadian audience members, tip her down. Yes, Ryla, I know Amy is in the chat. We've been talking with Amy too. But y'all give some love to Aurora. Yes, darling. I'll see all y'all at DragCon too. Every single one of you. Listen, but yeah. They decided to both play Jennifer Coolidge. It actually was encouraged by Brooklyn Heights. So I was like, okay, this will be interesting. And I think I'm actually very happy that they sat them together. Like they sat them actually together. I was like, okay, that kind of made it even funnier. I knew Luna was going home from here. Unfortunately, I knew it. I knew it. The moment she said Mary Cosby's name, I said, it's a killer. Baby, you never do well doing a housewife. It's like Bravo and MTV or even VH1 days. They just don't go together for some reason. She said, from the Cosby Show. I said, well, okay. Now, sometimes I think Brooklyn can be at the table, and other times I'm like, not the cookout, not for a barbecue, maybe for a brunch. But like, I mean, I know Mary Cosby because I'm a housewives junkie, right? Like, and of course, I have C. Diggy on my panel, so Alex and Diane Rogers, one of my like best friends. Like, yeah, I know housewives. So for me, you choose Mary Cosby, who has been accused of having a cult, like, and that's allegedly, mind you, because that lady ain't coming over here for me, baby, at all. You choose Mary Cosby, who allegedly is married to her. Isn't that her great uncle? Like that's someone that supposedly like I thought to myself, what is happening on this Good Sunday? It's like her, so it's something relatable. It's I feel like second something. I'm like, what? Her grandpa, there we go. Thank you, Purple. Yeah, her step grandfather. Thank you. Step grandfather. I was like, girl. Right. Technically by marriage, so we're not gonna put any other emphasis on that, but still, Suspicious said it right here. You want to play someone who married their step grand husband. Shut up. Shut up. Listen, Mary's had some really funny quotes, but a lot of them are mean spirited and will emphasize on body shaming, like Heather, because Heather basically is shaped like a Nokia 3360, and Heather knows that. Heather also is not that girl. I don't know how people stand Heather. She's so fake. She wants to be like just loved and cool. She wants to be the cool girl, and it's just never going to be. Sorry, let me not talk about Housewives of Salt Lake City. I like Monica. I don't know why I like Monica. I know she also did some bullshit too. She's been a breath of fresh air. And I do like Meredith, even though I do feel she bullshits too. People like Lisa, but I like Lisa sometimes, but sometimes in the arguments, when she's yelling, it just does this and it doesn't go anywhere else. It's like her voice goes, it's so sad. Anywho, she chooses like the only Black person on the show who, in low key, if you saw Mary Cosby, you would think that she was trying to do what is it, Sammy Sosa, when it, fall into a vat of acid and come out looking like the Joker. Anywho, I knew she was in trouble from this decision, and Aurora left at the right time because I'm gonna talk about Aurora. Because bitch, I was gonna do it if she was here anyways. I said, now this could be great, or this could be really bad, and it's the latter. There are so many ways to take this. It's a character or a person, actual real life person who had a very tragic ending to them, and they're playing them in the Snatch Game. So it can be done well, but in Aurora, we'll hear this later. Girl, you focused on that baby being thrown off of a cliff the whole time. That shit was crazy. Like the entire time. We had stories, we got actual like information on who threw them over. At one point, I was like, what is going on here? And then also one suggestion I will have for her, anybody else in the Snatch Game that ever wants to do like little fingers, and I know you want to have your arms and shit. Okay, use your arms when you're writing your answers. But everything else after that needs to be on a level of like you're only using those little fingers. So there should be so much fabric in front of you that when you have those little hands and then you pick up your card, it should look like you have tiny ass hands. And so when Aurora was down here like this with the hands. I thought that was going to be the performance. But then we got there, I'm like, why are you sitting up? And then you just had the little hands like this. I was like, that kind of defeats the purpose of those little hands. So I wanted her to do so well today, especially with her runway. But it's like, no. Now, Brooklyn leaves. Everyone continues on to where they were. Let's just get to Snatch Game. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. Thank you again for tuning in, everybody. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Matty-Rants. I have a feeling the power is going to go out again because I can hear the rain pouring down over here. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in today. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share it, and subscribe. Become a part of my Rant Pack family. And also, do me a huge favor if you want to drop me a little tippy poo or something in my jar, showing some support for the channel. PayPal.me /MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, Venmo, Matty-Rants. I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate all the tips so far. I appreciate y'all so much for being here today. If you hear any loud noises, my neighbor is most likely home. They can hear me talking like this, and I feel like they have a grudge against me for going live and doing this for a living. So if you hear any loud noises, banging, or anything like that, just ignore it. Let's go ahead and continue on with Snatch Game. Brooklyn's hosting. Brad and Tracy are the guest judges. I think that's all we really need to put into perspective here and then end it from there. But I'll be real with you. This was not my favorite of any Snatch Game at all. There was very few and far in between that were actually doing good, and I was not so much a fan of it at all. I was like, okay, this is crazy. There was a couple good ones. There was a couple of good jokes here and there, but for me, the full effect of it, I was like, I don't know. It was like, I don't know. Some people I really liked, and some people I'm happy that they're still there. Let's start this off. Now, it could have been a lot worse. There were some funny jokes. It was still not my favorite of any favorites of all favorites of never of the favorites of any kind of favorite. Okay. It wasn't like a complete, like, ooh, that was bad. But yeah, kind of, because there were a few folks. We're going to be honest today. Y'all forgive me. I know we do polls today, but what I tell you, I'm ready to talk. We're going to keep it as one of the best franchises here. Now, Venus as Joe Exotic. Venus, this was just fine for me. This was just fine. There was a moment in a joke that you missed that could have been really funny. And it kind of I don't know. It was like Brooklyn pitched you a joke and you just put your shades down. And I was like, oh, that would have been a perfect opportunity to say something. So I feel like Venus did a good job. They did study Joe's character. I don't think it was the greatest impression of Joe that we could have gotten, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. Like, this is what Joe Exotic wants to look like versus this. Like, the shirt is definitely Joe, the wig, the glasses, the mustache, all of that. But there was a little something that was missing for me, especially as a Southerner, that I was wanting her to do more of. But I thought it was pretty fine. Now, our Filipino sisters, when I tell you something right now, our Pinoy girls, let me tell you something right now. Y'all need to remind yourselves that everybody that I know that was on the other show was doing Manny Pacquiao's mother. Okay, so I'm trying to remember if someone actually did Manny Pacquiao themselves, and I can't remember. And I'm shocked that they did him because he is homophobic. Like, he's very, very openly, like, not for the gays. So, like, I was kind of gagged. But the way that she did this character, Melinda, here's the thing. Could you have really gone full throttle? Absolutely. But was it really good? For me, yes. I enjoyed it because it's how you were playing it. Oh God, it reminded me of watching like a parody of Mad TV for a second when I was watching Melinda do her like impersonation of Manny Pacquiao. And Brooklyn. Oh, talk, let me see your mouth. Let me see your face. Like the way he was talking, it was just so funny to me. But then when Amy Yonsei, oh, when I tell you, you set that joke up for her so well, she picked it up. Baby, she called you Mike Tyson, and your cackle was so infectious. Like Amy laughing made me laugh even more because I thought the joke was funny, but Amy like busting out a character like it's a Saturday Night clip and it's Leslie Jones night. Like I was like, oh my god, like that shit was hilarious. It was good. It was good. Could it have been like this huge moment? Yes, but it was still a great like performance for what it's worth, especially after what Melinda's track record and her trajectory was in this competition. It was almost as if she was about to go home this episode, and now, you're doing the do. So I was here for it. Poll on who did the best Joe Exotic. Okay, we'll do that. Let's start a poll. Let's start a poll. Oh. Well, now it's like you can't start a poll. Hold on, let me refresh my screen. Do do do. Oh, there's a little issue there. Okay. Who had the best Joe Exotic? Let's see here. I'm your Venus. I'm your Chelsea. Boy, da. Let's see what y'all feel about it. It was good. I liked it. It was entertaining for the most part. I was like, okay, Melinda is proving that she had a bad couple of weeks. Maybe it'll be a bit different. Now, on to Amy Beyonce Chanel as Jesus. Y'all know how I feel about religious figures when it comes to me because I'm still a gay Christian, and I know, and I have felt some kind of way, okay, about how one Sheen looking motherfucker from Jimmy Neutron was doing for Down Under, right? However, Amy's Jesus was interesting. Is that the best way to put it? Because it was like, yes, I'm Jesus. And then it was like, yes, I'm Jesus. Ah, yes, Jesus. She had like this nice wig and she just kept on brushing it, girl. I was sitting here like, what is going on? So I like it took me out of my uncomfortable feelings that I had for one performance with it. And it made me go, okay, I don't know what's happening. It's a yesify Jesus, but like even like for Amy, there were moments of her breaking character that just made it even funnier. But it wasn't like this wasn't a great performance, but it was a funny performance, and I was still somewhat entertained. But I was like, this is bad, but it's good. It's good. It's actually really good. I don't know what she's doing, but this is it's. I don't even know how to describe it. There were so many moments when I was just sitting here going, okay, what? And then why does Jesus gotta be gay? But I know, I get it. I get it. I get it. Listen, it's Jesus Van Ness. I can't. It was a lot better than what I saw this year with the same sort of interpretation or a different version of how it went down. For me, it was a little less vulgar, a lot less vulgar. It was a lot less vulgar. Yeah, it was a lot less vulgar. So for me, I was able to be like, okay, I can do this. This is fine. I'm not gonna. This isn't gonna be a moment. Very much that. Okay, let me check this Wi-Fi once again. Is that message still there? Okay, work. It's not. So let me try my Wi-Fi right now. Hold on, y'all. It's gonna pause for just a moment. All right. There we go. Back to the Y, back to the Phi. That's what I need. That's what we're doing. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Matty-Rants. Appreciate every single one of you for being here. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of my Rant Pack family. I appreciate every single one of you for being here today. Drop a tippy poo in my jar if you feel like it. With PayPal at me for social rants, Cash App Simon Rants, Venmo, Matty-Rants. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Let's see here. For me, well, I'm when I refer to vulgar, I don't refer to it as good. I refer to it in a bad way. So that's my difference there. If I want to say vulgar, I mean it in like a bad way. Like there's a way to be vulgar and be funny, and there's a way that's where it's just like, okay, girl, you were just hanging, you were going for the low fruit. Like you didn't really try this. You just thought of some shit that you've been through and was like, I'll just add this to the character. Very much that. But no, Amy was fine. Oh, Luna, I'm not even going to. I'm going to do you that favor today. That is my blessing to you today. That is my blessing to you today for you doing Mary Cosby. I'm when I say I'm going so far away from this, I have nothing to say for you. I knew you was gone out the door. I was like, I wonder what the runway is going to be. Because I don't know what's going to say her after that. Ma'am, it was so dry. It was so dead. It needed, I wanted so much better for you because I like you, Loon. I know you're stoic. I know you are a very reserved individual and you don't make a fool of yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's not your tea. But like, no, it wasn't good. And I know we can like people, but like just how you were over here saying something else, nah, there's nothing okay with this. This is bad. Not one joke landed. Even the intro of, hey, how you doing? The wig is on point for Mary. Yeah, very dry. Never the right color. Very that. Now, Aurora Matrix as Emperor Xiaobing. Okay, listen. Like I had said, I wanted her to be like, okay, thank you. And was sitting next to Jesus and not one time said anything about that. I was like, girl, you were missing all the opportunities to bring God into favor. Maybe they cut out the edit. Mark Zimmer, I don't know. Did you watch the episode? Shit. Listen. Talking about you. Yoo-hoo is a good beverage. Listen, I needed this baby to be sitting. Hold on, man. I gotta get down on my knees. I needed it to be here. So the hands were like this, and it's just head and it's shoulders. Hands, head, shoulders. Like I put this on God, Aurora. That would have changed like a lot up. Probably would have physically got into character a little bit better. Like, I needed it because yes, the joke of, okay, I'm not alive, fine. Yes, I got thrown off or whatever, right? But like, it was almost like you had all the facts about who this person was and not an actual joke created around the facts that would make this kind of funny or entertaining. Like, for example, when Rose did their character, was it the Queen of Scots? Matthew, get up. Ugh. Like, Rose had history and the jokes prepared around it. So like, I think that may have been something that, in the future could be worked on. I think this outfit was kind of interesting, but I was just like, not one joke. Not one. Not one joke. I was like, ooh, she in trouble too. I said, okay, so the child died. He was in office for like 30 something days, so like a month. Then his best friend threw him off a cliff, and that's what I got. I put that on God. That is what I got from it. You were 6, took the throne. You had it for 30 days. You died. How? Thrown off a cliff. By who? Best friend. What? 313 days? Thank you, Zero Genesis. I heard 30. I was like, well, damn. I'm so serious. I was like, well, shit. Not 30 days and just got tossed. Like, what? Anywho, I was just very confused. But I was also like, wow, that was a brilliant performance piece for the History Channel on Snatch Game. But yeah, not good. Not good. Not good. Oh wow. Okay, so Kitten Caboodle as Jennifer Coolidge. She did a good job. Jinx Monsoon would have chewed though. Let me be quiet because I just saw them on what was that, Hoda and whatever that other lady name is. She was good. There's been so many Jennifers though, so that's kind of why it's difficult for me to go into this unless they're gonna really just slap it, right? Like unless they're gonna be like just like killer with it. Like she did a good job for me. I like Jennifer 1 a lot better than Jennifer 2. I have to be honest with you. And I'm going to tell you why in this next clip, because while Kitten had the humor, even though the first joke was really long, the second one was really funny. It was kind of fun. I was like, okay, that's good. It feels very Jennifer Coolidge. Like, I'm looking at Near Enough and I'm like, so you're Nikki Tutorials as Jennifer Coolidge, because that's not Jennifer Coolidge. That's Jennifer Coolidge? No, you're Nikki Tutorials. You can't tell me otherwise. You are a shrunk version of Nikki. Yeah. I love you, Near, but that's Nikki. You could have probably had a better Snatch Games if that was Nikki. This is Nikki Tutorials. I don't care what nobody says. I'm telling you. So this is Nikki Tutorials. Nikki, how you doing, sister? No, nearer. It's just okay. Listen, her jokes weren't landing as much as Kitten's were for me. I thought that when they played with each other, that was when it was the best time. That's when it was the funnest. That's when I enjoyed it the most. Right? That's when I was like, okay, yes, this is entertaining. I like this. This is cool. I'm quite here for it. So, was it horrible? No. But every time they panned over to her, I said, Nikki. I might as well have been calling you Barbie Dangerous. It's like there's like one's going wow and the other one's like wow. It's like wow. It's just, it was so, oh, goodness, that was interesting. Interesting choice for them to, I guess, not have a backup character, or maybe they weren't encouraged. I don't know. I just was like, okay. I love Kiki Ko. This was terrible. Y'all say nobody bombed. And I love me some Kiki. Okay. Hey, Kiki. Girl. You said, I'm going to play an old white woman. You kind of did, but not Elizabeth Taylor. Yeah, you kind of did. No, you played an older white. You did. You played her. Not Elizabeth Taylor, but you did play an old white woman who has a drinking problem. Mm-hmm. You know what would have been better if Kiki, you borrowed some of Melinda's makeup. That would have really made you Elizabeth. It's a little Raven when we see her later in life, right? Not David, but Raven, right? So I love you, Keeks. This was bad. Not one good joke. I was like, God damn it. It's like, God damn it. God, I love her, but mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. She gave me somebody on retirement, girls, and getting her little SI checks, okay? Julie is stupid. Sorry. Hey, Dio. Thank you for the Tippy Poo on PayPal. Appreciate you. Hi, Matty. I'm loving the season so far. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you for the Tippy Poo, Dio. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, love. Love her. Love you, Keeks. Hated it. I hated it. I was like, oh my God. And she's just. I'm like, is that who you think Elizabeth Taylor is? Oh, there's so many ways you could have played her, but it's okay. I just said it's not her day. Now, let's be very honest. And you may not like this opinion, but I'm going to be very real with you. Denim, baby, sweetie, honey, sister, brother, child, listen, hold on. Hear me out. You just wrote Julia Fox's name on a card, put on a different wig and an outfit, and you sat your ass down and you were yourself. I said, denim looks cute today, but who's Julia Fox? I was like, no. Denim needed a conversation, right? Because Julia is a talker. And Julia keeps going, but there's a way that Julia speaks, like when she's like really getting into something, and it means so much to her. Because like you have to understand the context of the fabrics. As a model, that I really just don't eat. I really don't eat. I don't. But you know, when I met like this one guy that I was talking to, that's Julia, and I was waiting for her to go into how Julia will be on topic and on 5 other ones at the same time. I was like, where? She did a lot more, but it wasn't aired. They must have not wanted it to be. I mean, you got to think about this homogenic. That argument can be held for every single solitary one of them. I think that every one of them could text, well, I did a lot more. They didn't show. I mean, they could all say that for every single solitary episode, right? Bye, phone. But like, for what just took place here, I was like, this is. I wanted to like be like, oh, she's doing good as Julia, but I was like, no, that's Denim. Denim looks interesting, but like, it's Denim. Yeah, it could have been a little better, but not the worst thing on the planet, not the most horrible. I've seen some people be themselves as another person and it'd be like bad. There was at least like 1 or 2 jokes, right? Julia Stiles, I mean, do you want to be Julia Stiles? I'm just playing. I mean, maybe Luna Dubois wants to be Julia Stiles from how she lip syncs in that move that she do. Baby, I said, oh, that's Luna's move. That's her go-to. We're gonna get on these knees and go, wow, shoulders, about. I'm telling you. The following day, Melinda, look at how Melinda looking. Melinda over here knowing she did fucking great. Come on. Venus is like, well, I know somebody who did pretty well. Melinda looking like, could it be me? I said, talk your shit, Melinda. Listen, as we're in the workroom, you know how it is when they're getting ready. They have a conversation about something that is either relatable or not so much. But cancel culture was a part of the conversation, which Kitten addressed how she's afraid of saying something that is going to end up canceling her because she comes from a different time. And also, you know, just how things were at the same time because, you know, they're not evil, malicious, or anything like that, but some people sometimes get used to certain things and they just say it by accident or things just come out a certain kind of way, right? But then, Melinda got a little open and honest with us about what she may have. Oh my good, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding about what she was feeling. This is what good lighting and this kind of makeup looks like. What she was probably going to feel like when, say, for example, we see what she did and then take it to the internet. Now, Melinda, it is so funny to hear you say how you were afraid that that moment that just happened would have canceled you when quite the opposite happened. Like, no, baby. The like, can you imagine? Like, isn't that kind of wild to like see this? This was months ago, and she was like, "Oh, they're gonna hate me." No, bitch. Listen. I dragged that casket sharp makeup, but I fucking live for you, and I live for that moment because it was everything. It's extra. It is a fool. Everyone is going a little nuts. It is not the normal way people need to live or whatever. But like at the same time, that shit was entertaining. That shit was mad entertaining. So I thought this was crazy. Crazy that I'm afraid of being canceled. It was all in my head. I'm like, if only you knew. So many newsstand accounts for Melinda. Not all people live for the drama at the end of the day, but a lot of us do, Cole, and a lot of us want to see it because it can be very boring for us if we're all sitting here and it's just, oh, everybody's cool, everybody's fine. No, in reality, there is drama in people's lives. In reality, shit happens. In reality, we disagree over who we like as music artists and what songs and what movies are the best. Conflict is human. And so conflict is necessary for sometimes things to actually move forward or exist. So yeah, as much as we don't live for it all the time, oh no, I live. Oh no, I meant people do live for the drug. No, we live. We have seen a best friends drag race. Y'all know who? We've seen best friends drag race. Like, it's not the tea. It's, well, what is everyone going to say about me? It's, we said something and then 5 minutes later we cool on that. Like, that is why when we were talking with Amy and Nira earlier, I was over here giving Amy the work like, okay, girl, she said she was sorry. But I also could understand why Amy's like, bitch, I'm not about to, we're not cool now. we can't be cool right now. We'll get there, but we're not there right now. Like, I'm so hot. You was coming for me, bitch. She was over here talking about a split. Yeah, like, no. Like, for example, even this Big Brother reindeer games that's happening that's supposed to be a completely wholesome season. Girl, the girls are fighting online after this elimination that happened this week that I got to post my reaction on and do my review and everything. Girls are fighting because it's reality TV and people are going to make decisions that, sometimes will cause people to stir. And it is a real moment for Melinda to feel this way, but I think it's a blessing that she can look back at this as a human and see herself in this moment and then look at how people have treated her online, especially after that last episode and all the new fans she's gained from just being authentic and being herself in that moment. She was mad and she said, what's up? I'm gonna talk about it. Fuck these people. I said, okay. Gag, but like, okay. One of my favorite people in the entire universe is a guest judge this week. Shout out to Brad Goreski. This is actually one of my favorite outfits you've worn. Tracy looks good. And Brooklyn is peeing in this outfit. The red, the orange, the red, the Chucky Finster wig. It's giving. It's giving, Brooklyn. This Chucky Finster with the actual Melinda Verga, Vivienne Westwood collection Inspirata. It's great. But I got to talk about my sister, Jada Essence Hall, who I love so goddamn much. I love you, Jada. You know I do. We talk, sister, okay? Shout out to Jada Essence Hall. She's having a wonderful year. Mm-hmm. We may probably see her again sometime soon. All that kind of stuff, right? I was just very happy for her critiques, her commentary. Jada is like, the way Jada talks is so like open. It's very welcoming. It's very, it's not you know how sometimes when people talk, it feels like they're above or below, or I'm talking under you because I don't want you to think I'm meek. I'm talking over you because I think I'm above you. Jada talks like, bitch, come here. Why are you looking like that? Sit down, stupid. But not really, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, don't be crazy. Like, come on. Like, it's very, like, don't I know you is how it sometimes feels when Jada talks. And getting to meet her and talk to her after missing her for the winners panel. Y'all remember when I went to the winners panel and Jada wasn't there, neither was Evie, and I was sick because I was like, oh, I can't believe Jada's not there. I'd met Evie, but I hadn't met Jada. And it was such a big deal for me to finally say, love you, friend, live for you. You know, we was talking on the internet. He was going to paint my face at one point in time when we was doing the pizza cake series and all that shit. And then COVID happened. It was just crazy. So, like, shout out to Jada Essence Hall. She's a very lovely, sweet person, excellent entertainer, and just an overall nice human being. So, yeah, just very happy to have her on this cast. I was like, two of my favorite people are on this season, Raja O'Hara and Jada. Crazy. I said, no, they really want me to like this season. Category is steampunk. Now, there is a game that I have played maybe 7 times in my life that I thought was too hard for me, or I just sort of like stopped playing because I never could like get fully into it, where steampunk is literally the entire design of the game. That's how everybody is in the game. So I'm very familiar with this category. Also, if you've seen the movie Wild Wild West with Will Smith, that is steampunk. FYI. Okay? Okay. All right. So, question. Do you know what game I'm talking about? It's Bio something something. And I cannot get it. BioShock? I think that's the name. Yes. So that's the name. That's the game I'm thinking of. So I have in my own mind my own ideas of what I would want steampunk to look like. Okay. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay. I will have one critique about a lot of the looks, and it's just me being extra because I would have probably, well, I mean, that's just also me being a viewer, being a stickler here. I kind of wish it was a little bit more gritty. Like, people had been working on machinery type of feel versus how clean everybody was. I'm not knocking it and saying everyone was terrible. They weren't. It's just, it would have been nice if it looked like something exploded in someone's face and they took off their glasses and the makeup was like giving you that, well, that didn't work. Let's try this again. Like, I was missing a little of that. I was missing just a tad bit of it. Nothing against them, but like a lot of what I know from steampunk, these people look like they're dressed to go have a nice dinner, but actually they're working on like shit, and like it's a whole lot of stuff. It's a little bit. I was just looking for a little more, because for me, Aurora, and I agree with you, homogenic. Aurora and Denim went to another level. What I was like, okay, that I like. This I love. This is perfect. Especially Aurora's. Oh my God. She literally did the thing I would have wanted to do. Like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, pizza coated. It was pizza cake coated down. I was like, oh, I want the same boots. I wanted the whole thing. I was like, yep, this is something I would have wanted to wear immediately. I want to look like a supervillain. Cherry Valentine first episode looked T. Oh, R.I.P. Cherry Valentine. Let's get into the first one. Let's get the poll up too, because you already know who's coming first. We're going to close out oh, wait a minute. So Chelsea Boy was your favorite. Hold on. We got the polls here. Chelsea Boy by 53% was the better Joe Exotic to y'all. 46% were in Venus's favor. So let's get to Denim. Okay, hold on, Matt. Come on. It's giving just fine. Or is it a chop? Let's go ahead and pull up Denim's look here today. Seeing Denim's look also made me like get excited to see what Dawn's gonna do for the entirety of season 16 when I saw these ears. I was like, oh, I wonder what Dawn's gonna do for the rest of this. Oh my goodness. Okay. I bring the beat. Why is that in my head? Oh, because that's the Runway music. Belchan throwing ears on something doesn't make steampunk, and that's what a lot of them did. Okay. Oh, throwing gears. Excuse me. I don't know why I heard ears or read ears. Wow. Throwing gears on something doesn't make steampunk, and that doesn't. Well, true that. But there were certain styles of the time that were steampunk oriented, like Amy's. Her whole outfit could have been worn in that era? Could there have been more metal going on? For sure, but it was very much that era. So I was like, that makes sense. But yeah, denim is up first. What are we giving denim? Are we giving this? Meaning it's everything? Are we saying that it's just fine? It's not some good, some bad, nothing crazy. Or is it a chop as in what the fuck are you doing this thing? I say it's giving. I thought it was super cute. I feel like I know who this character is. I feel like this is someone you could pick in a game currently right now and play as them. They look like either a mage, possibly a healer, white magic for sure. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep, lots of white magic. Very that. Uh-huh. Speaking of Miyazaki, I need to go see The Boy in the Heron. I need to go see it. Is it the Heron or Heron? Whatever. I need to go see that fucking movie. I really need to go see it. Like I need to go. It's like his last. I need to go see the movie. I heard it was good. It was number one at the box office too in the States. I need to see the movie. Where are my movie people at? I'm like, I need to go see it. Like badly. I'm like, oh my God. I love anything Studio Ghibli. I love anything. Anything Ghibli. Anything. Almost every movie. Yeah. Almost every single movie they've made has been a masterpiece. I love it. But yeah, I like this a lot. It was interesting to me. I just felt very video game oriented with this character. So that's why I was more inclined to like it. And this detail I loved. I loved. Oh, you're talking about the movie you liked it, but it was confused. Yeah, well, there was one movie there was one I watched that was like that for me with Ghibli and I think I can't remember the name of it, but I watched it a second time and loved it. I was like, oh, I needed a rewatch. But yeah, I don't know. Denim was giving for me. I was here for this. Let's move on to the next queen. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Oh, I would like to get 100 votes in this year, but we might have to do a 75 minimum before we continue on. Because I have been talking for quite some time and I'm feeling my battery slowly deplete. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become from my Rant Pack family. I appreciate every single solitary one of you for being here today. And yeah, if you want to drop a tip in my jar and help a single father of one child who I do have to take care of forever. That's my baby. That's what you do with children. You take care of them forever. That made no sense, Matty, but you're trying to get people. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Cash up to MattyRants. Venmo. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you for being here today. Why did I wee? Oh God, what do I have in this fridge? I am so hungry. I did not do when it came to eating today, y'all. I should be ashamed of myself. Okay, we got 83 votes. We can work this out. We're in the giving locomotion when it comes to the dem. It's giving. It's the majority giving. If I could get the numbers. YouTube, what is the tea? It's taking a very long time. There we go. Sorry, I had to refresh. 90% say giving, 8% say just fine, and 1% chop Denim's steampunk runway. So denim is in the giving category. Giving. Next up is Kitten Caboodle and Trend Alert. Face mask. Phantom of the Opera. steampunk Phantom of the Opera. Oh my God. Kitten went first. So this kind of took away from somebody else's effect with having that same thing. But this one I feel was a little bit more inclined for a different person, while the other look was driver roll up the partition, please. Hold on. For Kitten Caboodle, is it giving? Is it just fine? Or is it a chop? What do we think of this outfit? Now, Jada Essence Hall, I love you a lot, girl. You know I love you, sister. You said some shit today that made me blink. When you said it reminded you of Gambit. I promise you that was not on her mind when making this outfit at all. I see what you mean from the tan, which gives you the Gambit coat signature, the purple, which gives you a little bit of the outfit, also a little bit of the effect with the cards being thrown. Got you, but Gambit? Oh, no. Everyone's saying Psylocke. I would agree because Psylocke actually had purple hair, and that would make the most sense. We still gonna respect Jada in this household, but when I tell you, I was like, it's just the brown, huh? That's it. It's just the brown. That's gotta be it. Listen, Ken's look was fine for me. I think it was well made and it was interesting. But I'm gonna be honest and say something that y'all may not agree with. This silhouette is becoming a little like I'm getting a little tired. This is cool for me. I don't think it's giving. I think it's just fine. It's a great outfit. My minus in points here, my deduction in the score comes from the fact I've seen her almost wear something similar of this shape, full frame silhouette for a past couple of episodes. So I'm kind of like, okay, but it's nice though. I think I still like it. I think it's really good. She's excellent at what she does, and all respects to Kitten. It is. It's repetitive. It is. I'm starting to notice that with her, and I noticed it with somebody who went home this week, who low key, even prior to one other look, it was like, oh, okay, so this is what we're doing this Good Sunday. It's always going to be this little wop-de-woo. Okay, got you. But, it is what it is. But, I thought it was nice. I thought it was interesting. But, I ain't looking over there. So I say just fine. It's just fine. Yeesh, just fine. 75 votes. Thank you for voting, everybody. We're going to get the next poll up. 53% said just fine, 40% say giving, and 6% say chop. So with our votes combined, Kitten Caboodle is in the positive scale of the conversation. She's giving, she's just fine, not so much a chop. It's still some good work here for the kid. All right, who is next? My stomach is like starting to hurt, and I'm like, I'm not eating on camera. We're gonna get to the end of this review. Kiki Ko. Ooh, Kiki. Remember when I said she low-key Pokemon evolved from her workroom look to this look? Tell me I'm not lying. Tell me I'm not lying. I'm about to bring us back there just so I can prove my point further. Wee. Boo. Now look at this outfit. And I said, Kiki, how we got you to level 25 and then you transformed. Bitch, I said, what? I was like, wait, hold on. I get this Evie turned into Umbreon. Do you hear me? She said, okay. Listen, I actually like this. I did like this. I did like it. It's not as steampunk as I want it to be, but it kind of fucking eats. Like, I wish this was a little bit more heavier. on the emphasis. I see them with the gloves, the hair, like the accoutrements that are all over it. It doesn't take me to that place necessarily, but I fucking live for this outfit. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't see steampunk totally from it. It feels. I liked it. I don't know. I fucking liked it. The hair was right. The makeup was giving. The goggles were the most steampunk thing about this. I still like it though. I can't help it. I still fucking like it. It's so cute to me. I kind of want it too. This is another outfit I wanted. I was like, oh, I want this. This is kind of hot. I would make some changes. I'd do some things differently. I'd have some knee-high boots and I have those pants tucked into the boot so it gives a little bit of a parachute, little voluminous feel to it where the pants are sticking out, like a plume. I would do that versus wearing an ankle boot with this situationship. And the knee boots would be very like looking, very rugged, rustic kind of feel. Like I use them to not only kick people in the face, but to also fly into the air. And I'd had a jetpack on that bitch. I literally would have had Kiki's outfit, knee highs, tuck them suckers in, put a jetpack on, and had them goggles in this same, and I've been good to go. I'm giving it because I like it. In reality, if I'm going to be fair, I think it's just fine because there's not enough to give steampunk for me. But it's a beat. Outfit's beat. I want more category. And I gotta give Kiki the right. I gotta be fair with her. If she had a jetpack on, we'd be having a whole different conversation. If there was something else to give us a little more in line and inclined with where this era is and what they're giving, I wish there was just a little bit more added to that. You know what I'm saying? But still, I think this was puss. I think she's so puss. But I just like a little bit more. Just a little bit more. That's it. That's it. Let's get to Amy, Yonsei, Chanel. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. Hold on. I need 4 more votes. Hold on, Amy, before we get to your goggle titties. Hold on, sister. Some sunglass boobies. Before we get there, let me do this real quick. There we go. That's my 75. That's what I needed. I think it's 58% giving, 31% just fine, 9% chop for the Kiki Co's. It's been giving for quite some time. She has never lost the giving category at once. Now it's time for Amy, Yonsei, Chanel. Amy, Yonsei, Chanel. I bring the beat. I bring the beat. Oh, that song is so infectious. Take me to your leader. I meant to write chop and I just typed no. Okay. Amy looks good. Amy looked good. She looked like this singer that I know, and I can't think of their name right now. She looks just like her in this picture, especially in the face. I'm gonna tell you why I like this and why I was like, okay, interesting. I've seen the movies with steampunk emphasis on it, and there's always been that sort of bordello girl that's always sort of in those movies. Like even Wild Wild West, I can totally like get into it, right? This is why I was sort of into it. And then having the goggles not be like easy, we could do the goggles here, but just having it as the titty top, I think actually kind of worked a little bit. I think that actually made more sense and it made it more interesting because the outfit wasn't fully like metal and machinery and all that. It wasn't that, but it gave you what you could see as some like saloon bar girl sort of moment, some sort of very, that kind of woman or whatever you want to say. And then the goggles just boom on the tape. I found that kind of interesting. Was it my favorite of the night? No, but was it that girl? Oh, yeah, I liked it. I was like, okay, she is pretty. I was like, Mama, Amy is pretty. And she was walking too. Amy, you were walking, girl. Westworld. Thank you, Dio. Thank you. Thank you. That I was trying to get the name of the show out of my mouth and you said it. Appreciate you. One thing I wish the glasses or the goggles would have done is if you had just like flipped them open. I think that would have been kind of hot. I know that's me being extra Amy, but like if you had taken them goggles and said like bleep, open them up and let something fall out, I'd have been here for it. I'd have been here for it. That would have been kind of hot. Like, what? But no, I liked it. I thought it was cool. Good use of colors. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really nice. I was like, okay, this is very nice. More like Breast World, Rayoto. That's hilarious. All right, we've hit the threshold. We got 78 votes up in this piece. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. While I wait for the results to pop up on my screen, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of my Unpacking family. And I appreciate you for being here. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo down below. He's not singing. Okay. So what y'all had said was 49% just fine, 41% giving, 8% chop. So majority rules, everybody liked this. Some people didn't like it, but everybody liked it. Aw, Amy, I didn't even know you were still here. Shout out to Amy. No, it was cool. It was cool, girl. Yeah, bitch, it was cool. Bitch, she was good. You was cute. You was cute. Feel your shit. It was smart to have the goggles for the titties. You know me, I want to be extra. I'd have something fall out them holes, like dust or something crazy. Like, what the fuck is this? But I thought it was cool. It was very cool. Okay. Oh, the love y'all showing Amy in the live chat. Okay, y'all better send that baby some love. You need to go follow her Twitter. I saw how many are on the official account, Amy. I was like, now, sister, hold on. What we got to do? We got to put something in the air. Okay, let's get to near enough. Let's get to near enough. Is near enough to giving? Is she more closer to just fine? Or is she right at a chop here? Let's go ahead and get into this baby's look. I bring the beat. I bring the beat. I wonder if that's the music they heard when they were walking. Because sometimes they don't have the same music as what's on the show. Face card never decline, my God, always. Face is never going to be a problem, ever. I like the eye patch. Okay, here's me. This is in my just fine category because to be fair, I could see her wearing this in multiple different like categories if they gave her options, okay? I think the gear in the wig was cute. That was a cute idea. And it was a great, like, okay, that's a cute little way of putting that in there. Before I get to Melinda, because they do look like they're working together, don't they? They do look like they're working together. That's funny. I think this is fine. I'm good with it. I love a nasty knee high, and them heels are giving. Nira also can walk her ass off. Nira is one of my favorite walkers of the season because she be throwing them legs, darling. She be throwing them hips. I love a good hip walk. Just fine for me. It's nice. It fits enough of the brief to be okay. It could fall under many different categories for me personally, but presentation is always important. And I think her presentation sold the number. So yes, it's just fine for me. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. And I'm not fully in love, but I'm like, it's a nice look. I probably would like, if I saw it in person, I probably think it looks even better, which is the majority of the time for me. I've seen several outfits I didn't like on the show that I loved in person from Queen. So I also want to preface that for everybody's outfits. There's been several times I'm like, oh, it looks so much better in person. Because lighting it does play a factor. It always do. 77 votes. We're wrapping this up just fine. We're giving near enough the Mary J. Blige and 70 57% just fine, 24% of you chopped it, and 18% giving. A little bit of a fence ride for the enough, but we were near enough to just fine. Shut up, Matthew. Next up is Melinda Verga. Before I put this poll up, Melinda, this is the best you've looked all season. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Right goddamn now. This is the best you have looked all season. And that is not shade. That is not me dragging you. That is me being very honest in my opinion. When you hit that corner, I said, okay. Now, does it still look like you possibly are laying down in an open casket form, or if your family's on some other shit, you're standing up in what looks like a club scene so they can all take pictures with you? Yes. However, the dress is fabulous, and your presentation. Now that was it. You ate in presentation. Ate. The poses actually worked. Now, are those swimming goggles up here? They're giving me designer apocalyptic steampunk couture, but I was like, okay. She gave me, my daughters are whores and I run this town. It gives me that. That's who I thought of Melinda. She's been to a lot of funerals, lots of men, okay? Madeline. No, for real. She gives me everyone dies before me. Look at my face. Like that's the emphasis of the structure. But guess what? I live. I was happy. I was like, good. This is the best her makeup has looked so far because there's a hat on her head. You see, there is a blinding of the overhead lights to her normal base eggshell white makeup. You hear me? So when that light is detracted by the rim, it gives it a little bit of, it gives it more oomph for me. Because look at this. Look at how it looked better for me. Yet if we get back to it, it's gonna be like again. You know what I'm saying? It was fine. I was okay with that. I like this. I was here. I say giving. And I haven't gave her anything since the beginning of the season. So I am giving this because this was effort for me. I watched that baby actually pose and not look stupid like she did last week. I was here for it. Presentation was worthy of the seller, but I was like, you know what? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I bring the beat. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this poll today. I was debating on going live tomorrow, and I hadn't decided if I was going to do it because Lord knows I need a break. But I gotta make more money. I'm poor. I got bills to pay. I'm highly debating on going live tomorrow. Melinda Verga, we say 47% giving, 39% just fine, 13% chop. We are Melinda Verga on the giving. This is our first time in 5 episodes y'all have had Melinda in the majority of giving. Congratulations, Melinda. Come on. I said she got activated. All it took was Venus to yell at her. Venus said, whoa. And then Melinda's like, I got your whoa. Let's talk about Aurora Matrix next. Are you thinking about talking about Big Brother? I haven't seen the episode yet, and I'm nervous that I would be rushing it. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for tomorrow because I was also thinking about doing a breakdown of the season 16 trailer from, and then talk about who's going to be on season 16. That was my actual want to do for tomorrow. Because for Big Brother and stuff like that, I need a day or two to get into the episode. Hold on, I'm making the poll for Aurora. Sorry, I saw that question. I wanted to answer. Because I was setting myself a goal for what I could make this week. So that way I could be good to go for the rest of the week until we get paid from YouTube. And then once we get paid from YouTube, I can woosah for the rest of the month. Not really, but yes. Actually, fuck. I totally forgot. Oh, I have to go. I gotta spend money this week. Oh, my life, I swear to God. Can I just be rich? Hello, God. This is Maddie. Hi. 37 years. I know. So if you want a bag of money to just land like on my lap right now, it's real money and it's not like, where someone's coming to look for it kind of money, because we have to tell you these things so that way bad things don't happen for you wanting good stuff, but you got I just want to be rich. Oh, for you to swear to God. Swear to God, I'm getting sick of it. Bills. Be assured, I'm too old for that now. Unfortunately, I'm past my expiration date. Aurora Matrix. Okay, first of all, baby, when this had hit the corner, I was weak. This chewed. Nibbled, honey, this chewed. Oh, baby. Now, didn't I just say I want some like jetpacks on my back? Didn't I say I wanted something to give this sort of era of like very much the cross in between? I was like, hold on. Are we a Black Widow, but with the brown? Because of how the cushion at the back with the red. She hit, baby, the moment it turned, I just screamed. I screamed. It's my favorite look of the night. I screamed. I live and breathe for this. It looks like it's rusty. It's copper. The way that the dress looks like it just. I got bit by a spider. Okay, so this is Madam Web. This is the movie that I can look forward to. I know Brown Widows exist. I don't think they have the same markings, though. There's also like I think, isn't there like the brown recluse spider that's even more dangerous? I forget which one's more dangerous. But like, she had a Spider-Man origin story ready to go in a steampunk era. So like, just how we saw Spider-Man through the Spider-Verse, Aurora Matrix technically is a part of that Spider-Verse. Oh my God, why has nobody made this a meme yet? Aurora Matrix is a part of the Spider-Verse. It's good. It's really good. You've got the gloves with the mechanicals. Da-da-da-da-da. That's what I said. But yeah, this was really good. This was very good. One of my favorite looks this season. For sure. Fisher. MBK Eric rattling the collection can, money for phone bill. Thank you, Aaron. Bell Chan, I think they missed these, throwing gears on some. Oh, God. No, sorry, these are old. Those are old super chats. My bad. I was like, did I forget something? Because I saw a different number and I forgot that we had to restart this whole live because the power went out. It was great. It's one of my favorite looks to ever come down the runway for Canada's Drag Race. I thought it was super fucking cool. 3 more votes, and then we're going to move on to the next person. I'd watch this Madam Web movie. We need 2 more votes. Embroika, oh my gosh. Okay, so shout out to Embroika that you're in the chat. You missed a lot. Embroika's the one who does our timestamps in the chat, y'all. So give them some love. So Embroika, we had Amy Yonsei Chanel in the chat. We had Aurora Matrix in the chat. We had Near Enough in the chat. Yeah. A lot of the babies came through. A lot of our favorites came through. So, like, you're going to have a ball going through this video. Get ready. Yes, get ready. I was like, oh my God, everybody popped up. Yes, Aurora was my favorite. End of story. Point blank, period. I almost said period. You know what? Point blank, period. That's right. Let's get to the polls. For Aurora Matrix, it's 86% giving, 10% fine, and 3% chops. I say it is bliving. It's bliving. Giving. I love it. It's everything. Everything. Next up, Luna Dubois. Luna Dubois. Mary Cosby as Luna Dubois. Luna Dubois as Mary Cosby. This is Beyonce partition all the way down. And Luna, you say that's not your inspiration, honey. I saw this hat. I looked at the whole ensemble. I said, take all of me. I just want to be the girl you like. The girl you like is right here with me. This was partition. Yeah, this was partition. No, this isn't my favorite partition, but this is partition. My favorite part about this outfit, them gams, the legs, the ass. It was giving. You know, I'm a box. You know, I'm a bottle, but like, I will give words due as another hippie sister to another hippie sister. I said, all right, Loon. I see where the moon goes for the Dubois. It's unfortunate that Kitten had damn near the same fucking mask that you did. And this also feels very familiar in silhouette from something we previously have seen before, this, that, and the other. So for me, I think it looks good, but I'm kind of used to. I was like, compared to some other folks did a little bit more for this category than what this was for me. I still say she's successful with giving body and serving the Luna Dubois experience, but I gotta chop it. It wasn't enough for me for this category. I will say though, she does look good. She do. She look good. Hold on, y'all. I just wanted to test y'all to see if you knew when I was muted. Yeah. Yeah. That was a test. Mm-hmm. Some of you passed. Others failed. Yeah. Yeah. See, some of you failed that mute challenge by telling me I was muted. You were supposed to be calm. See what happened? Loud asses. Yeah. 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 I mean, listen, I must have been inspired. Ain't that right, Lo? I was inspired to be on mute. Anywho, thanks for tuning in. Like button, share, subscribe. I'm gonna tell you, I'm fucking funny. Throw something in my tip jar. Wait, hold on. Do I got a jar? I need a little something. Do I got a little bucket? I don't got no bucket. I got no bucket. I'm not gonna use that bucket. That's got things that are not supposed to be on camera. Hold on. Listen, hold on. Listen, where am I going? I want a little bucket. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Up. This drag back right in here. Ooh. 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 Oof. I missed it. Ooh, I missed it. You got to throw it in there. You got to throw it in there. They're going to drag me on Reddit, girl, and fuck them. Let's keep this going. Luna, I like you. That's how I'm going to leave it. I like you, but 55% said just fine. All right. 23% say giving and 21% say just fine. I see you 23%. Y'all must hate watch me. Oh, I love it. No, you may live for it. That's for you. God bless you, babies. I don't care if you hate me or not. I'm going to still say I love you. I like you. And I don't wish any ill will to you. You could be praying against me. I'm still going to pray for you. God bless you, Loon. Let's move on and let's move forward with this ass. Next up is Venus. There's nothing in the jar. That's why I'm saying throw something in the jar. The jar is down there with PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. That's what the jar. Okay, sorry. Venus, is it giving? Is it just fine? Is it a chop? Start a poll. Jar Jar Banks? Oh my God, Kevin. Every time I see Jar Jar, I always get like that cringe feeling of watching Star Wars again and hearing Misa. Like, ugh. That was the worst character they could have ever like put into a series. It was just so unnecessary. I did not understand. I kind of lived for this a bit. I did like this. It felt in line with the category for me. So that's why I was like, okay. Glove work, perfect. Hair, perfect. Mask with the smoke effect, yes. Thank you, please. And then some. Silhouette for me, I was fine with it. I thought it was good. I gave this up. So this is good as God is. I enjoyed it. I could see her in an adventure game. I liked it. Venus gave me Melina and Smoke Had a Baby. Come on, MK1. Come on, MK1. All the traditional Mortal Kombat people. I hate the game. It's not complex. It's not. I mean, that cameo system is kind of fucking crazy. Broken at times, but it's kind of complex, even though the game is still glitchy and it still has its bugs. Second player getting gravity. It's crazy. I like it. I thought this was cool. Yeah, this one was cool. I felt it was in line with what I was looking for, and in terms of steampunk, I was like, okay, this is interesting. I could see her doing something crazy, jumping across buildings, landing onto a blimp and fighting some dude who has like mechanical feet and some sort of weird other shit going on. If there was a Wild West 2 and Will Smith didn't slap that trash panda, but yes, there you go. There you go. I'm not a fan of Chris Rock. I will never be. Can we get some more votes in this piece? We got 67 so far. I'm on a 75 mission with y'all. So we need 7 more people to say, do you like this? Is it okay? Get it off my fucking screen. We're at 70. I swore. Please forgive me. YouTube, forgive me. Riley, thank you for the super chat. Let's go. Sorry. I was trying to be Maximilian with that one. Let's go. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I watch a lot of his reaction videos of video games. Oh, goodness. Okay, we're at 77. We could wrap it. 46% say giving. 43% say just fine. 10% say chop. Low key, if I'm being real, Venus definitely could be in Baldur's Gate 3 in this outfit. Could be. Could be. Could be. Hey, we get to judging. Some people were safe. Some people are lucky to be safe. I didn't like that Snatch Game. So for me, I was like, y'all got lucky. Lucky. Kitten Caboodle, Melinda Verga, and Venus were in the top, while Luna Dubois, Aurora Matrix, and Kihiko were in the bottom. I have the next poll for all of y'all. Y'all ready? I got it. Who would you give the beaver to? That's so weird. The beaver to. If you were Melinda, because I'm spoiling it. Melinda won this episode. You want to talk about somebody literally almost going home, saying they wanted to go home. And then all of a sudden it's, nah, we about to win this next episode. I was like, well, Jesus, talk about a turnaround. Aurora, Kiki, and Luna. Hold on now. I want to hear this because let me tell you something. For my Drag Race fans that know of several curses in play when it comes to certain categories and when people go home, either say from the Latin community or our Asian brothers and sisters, right? Okay, then. So normally, if you go to Snatch Games, like certain curses, like the majority of people who have gone home on casting, it's been a Latin or Asian contestant. So when it was like, oh, it's like Aurora and Kiki up there too with Luna, I said, oh, everybody POC in the bottom. What's going on? I was sitting here like, baby, okay, what's going on? Did I miss the chat? I missed something. Amy, gotta go. I really enjoyed this live. It was fun to read the fans. I can't wait to meet you all. Hashtag Jesus love y'all. Hashtag save Melinda. And let's do a show. I'm here for it. Shout out to Amy, Beyonce, Chanel. Y'all make sure you follow them on all their social medias. And you see them at the bar and they're performing in your local venues. Tip them down. Show them some loves. The Rant Pack, we come through. We come through. So God bless you, Amy. Take care, love. As a fellow gay Christian, Twitter loves. Love you, doll. Listen, right now I'm looking at this chat. We got 54% said Kiki, 9% said Luna, 38% said Aurora. Now, I'm going to be very frank and beans with you, okay? I'm very happy Melinda won because that scream she let out for winning after everything she went through in these last couple of episodes, earned. You deserve that scream. It was a gag. Like, go on, bitch. You did that shit. But now you got to make some decisions here. I'm going to be very real with you. I wouldn't have blinked. I wouldn't have thought twice about my decision. I already know Luna was going to be lip syncing. That's on that. Because it's like, okay, girl, like it has not been a good run. I got to be fair. So you're just going to be in it just on track record, period. Because the whole, if you keep me, then I will pay you back. How? You've never won anything or been close to. And I'm not trying to be mean, but that's the truth. Like, you've been safe and in the bottom. How are you going to save us? You got an alliance with two people with wins. Like, Aurora's in the bottom with you now. Your alliance can't save you here. Had Venus won, do you think Venus was going to save you? I bet you money she wasn't. I bet you money. I bet you money. Girl, we put cash on the table. Cash I don't even have on the table. I'm going to win big tonight. Now, Aurora's like, bitch, I look the best. Let's be very clear. Track record stands alone. You already know what's gooey. So I'm standing on that. You know what kind of competitor I am. So, like, based off of that, Kiki said, do not choose me because you feel obligated to because I saved you last week. I love you, Kiki. Fuck that shit. Forget that noise. Absolutely not, madam. Madam. I'm going to make her feel bad. Hey, bitch, it's time to return the favor. There is money on the line. I may have had a bad day today. It is time to return the favor. These other girls weren't even looking at you. They all said you should have gone home last week. I saved you. Are you crazy, Kiki? Kiki. You starting to give Kiki Wyatt's energy right now. And I don't need you pushing out your 12th child, singing the same fucking song over and over again. I don't need that from you, sister. I don't need that from you. I don't want you to be Kiki Wyatt, okay? Disappointing us for 12 years. The best vocalist in the game and still can't get us nothing. Because it's the industry's fault. No, it's you. It's you. And it's been you. And you know it, Kikums. You know it. I need you to be Kiki Cole. Because, bitch, don't save me because you feel obligated. What? You even put me in that position. Don't even put me in that position. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Nonchalant one. I didn't lie. You know why Kiki White's career ain't gone up. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I ain't lying, that lady. Shit. It's going to be another show on another streaming platform. Okay. Listen. My vote would have went to Keeks. I also would have thought I would have thought about Aurora too, but I also would have felt, okay, it's possible that Aurora could do very well in, say, an acting or a comedy challenge later. Snatch Game was not for them. Kiki, I have seen not do so well in these moments. May come to my benefit later as far as me looking better to do this than that way. But I also could need help because we may have to sew something later. There may be another challenge where we have to design something. There would have been a lot going through my mind. Luna would have been the bottom though. So I probably would have saved Kiki. If I was Melinda, I'd have saved Kiki. Because you basically gave me the second chance to then win the following week when I was ready to go home. Had you not saved me, I wouldn't have found that strength. I wouldn't have pulled this together. And technically, if we think about it, Melinda was true to their word. She said, just like how Kiki saved her, I have to do this for more than myself. I'm doing this for other people who believe in me. And she won this week. So technically, yeah, Melinda kind of chewed a lot. Yeah. It's an alliance at this point, and that's fine. Well, I mean, shit, there was an alliance between Aurora, Luna, and Venus. So why not take out one of those numbers? Take out one of those votes for each other. They probably don't even know there's an alliance going on. They just took out one of the numbers. I mean, it wasn't a number that was giving anything, but it's a number. I'm glad that Melinda made the right decision, because when she said, I don't have to do that in their confessionals, I said, bitch, I know you in this soot for makeup ain't about to sit here and lie to all of us and then put Kiki in a situation where she goes home, when in reality, we were all looking at her cross-eyed for keeping you last week. So here we go. Now, when it comes to Aurora and Luna, I said to myself, well, this could go either way. When I saw what the song was, I said, this is out of my category of music. They would have both worn me out. Hell no. Who, what, where? It's a cute song, though. It is a cute little song. Okay. Y'all both knew the words. Aurora was going harder, and that's the truth. Luna is a good performer. Sometimes, though, when I'm watching her perform, or say in these moments on this show, maybe not in person, but on the show, ain't nothing happening here. Nothing's happening. No emotion. Nothing. Nothing's happening. Maybe it's the paint. Maybe it's the paint job. Maybe, I mean, ain't a goddamn emotion is happening up there. Nothing. I was told Aurora was a dancer and she cuts the fuck up. And I've had other people from Canada tell me too, get ready. She performs. I was like, really? Oh no, she's good. She's good. I was like, okay. When that leg went up here, and y'all know I know how to get my leg up there too. Thank you. There's a video of that now. The girls were like, Matt can't get that leg up. Bitch, I'm a former gymnast. Don't ever try me. That leg got up. I was like, okay, winner for me. Immediately when that leg hit the top of that hand, I said, yes. You know I love a good high kick. Baby girl was moving. I'm telling you, I would have said Beyonce and Partition, but this is Julia Stiles and Save the Last Dance if the movie was written for a Black woman. And Lil Kim, in early 2000s, got the role. Because, how are you doing Julia Stiles and doing the Lil Kim dance at the same time? I hate it, but that may be her thing. Is that sexy? I don't know what that is. Because it's stiff. That's all it is to me. Feel like Kai should be going, now Steve. But still, like, no. I'm like, get Lanathia off the floor, please. Get Lanathia off the floor. Please. I need Canada to do a Tamia lip sync now. Well, you need them to do the original Tamia and not a mega mix Thunder Puss Ultra, some sort of nonsense kind of bar music, because that is my issue with some of the ballads. They want to put a club mix on it. Like, no, play the original song. Luna had over 5 episodes to have a copy in him and take some vitamin B12, perform an exorcist, whatever it takes to wake up and perform. She's been lackluster at self-proclaimed fashion queen. Listen, for me, it's hard, especially when you're in that moment, because sometimes people can't just switch quickly cues when you're given the critique of, we want you to amp it up. Because then you're like thinking about it like, well, what does that mean, amping it up? What is amping it up? Because I'm not going to yell at somebody. I'm not going to just go and not be myself. Like that, I want you to think about it that way, Q. Because yes, we needed her to wake up. And girls have done this before where they weren't giving and they're told something that's like, okay, the next episode, let's go. For her, I think it's a little bit deeper than just, okay, I need you to get up and start being a little bit more like personable. And so that may be something that she has to work on herself, like, especially when it comes to TV. Because, like, we may see her again, and it's like, who is this? And that happens because they finally get to see themselves on TV and like, ooh, I was kind of quieter. Ooh, I could have said something. Damn, why didn't I say what was on my mind? That's what Luna gives me, is somebody who was told the critique, but it's kind of little too late. Like, I can think about it, but how am I supposed to amp this up? And then look at the challenges they were given. Like, you had a design challenge. How are you going to amp that? You know what I mean? Right after the QVC nonsense, okay? And then you get to Snatch Game and you pick the driest person ever on reality TV as your character. You didn't even have someone allowed to go. Their entire, how they set themselves up, it was going to be that stoic person the whole way. So it's very difficult to be like, she needed to. And I get why you said that. I received that. It's just, I could look at her and go, it's going to take another round of this before we may get the amp version of that, because they're going to need some time to think on that and be like, do I want to be that person they're asking me to be? Do I want to show that of myself? Because I already know I'm a sickening queen and I give. So why do I need them to have that validation? That's all I'm saying. It's like, well, I mean, because baby, if you are that girl, who needs to tell you that you're not? Truth. This part was so bad. She kept doing this. I thought she was like, baby, I thought she was doing something like Soldier Boy up in these hoes. I'm like I didn't know what that. I knew it was the ring, but at one point it just gave me like da 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 da. I just it wasn't for me. And then Luna can't do a split, or she didn't do a split in this moment. So when Aurora did her split, she was already on the ground to the beat. So Luna, I don't know if you saw Aurora and was like, "Ooh, me too," but you were still in the air and you were ready for that one knee to hit the ground and that one leg to stretch. It don't have the same effect as a split. I promise to God, it really don't. Not at all. Not at all. Listen, the song was over. Aurora Matrix was saved, and Luna Dubois was eliminated. You know, listen, she's a gorgeous queen, and I think there's a lot there. There's a lot there, and she's talented as fuck. This may have just been a tough competition to be in this kind of format. And when it comes to certain certain elements like improv, acting, and being able to be quick on the fly, it may be a tougher challenge for her than what she probably thought. Maybe if there's time to cook, if she wanted to do this again, she can come right back up into this bitch. Because baby, she's not ugly at all. There's taste. It's there. She's got a little bit of style. It's all there. Very much that. But like, there's just little things that are big things, like comedy and that personality and that sort of like those traits that really keep you propelling forward in the competition. And that wasn't happening for Miss Luna, unfortunately. So we say goodbye to her. But wait, children, let the music play as the episode ends. Not really, because Brooklyn said, stop, hold the music. I need to make an announcement. We're hosting our first ever lip sync Lollapalooza here next week. 6 of you will continue on, and 2 of you will be eliminated. So the next episode is going to be a lip sync off, and 2 people are going home. Two. If you are not good at bucking, lip syncing, or emoting, it is a wrap for you. And that's what I felt. I said, oh my God, now we're about to find out. And I find that that's, again, this has been a crazy season with the I can save somebody's, that we could do this and da 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 da. And season 16 with the voting is also going to be very interesting to see. But like something about the fact that they're doing 2 people going home out of 8 for next week, it's going to get ugly. We have seen Nira cut up. We have seen Aurora cut up. We have seen Venus cut up. This ought to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say. This ought to be interesting. We shall see. Listen, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to wrap up this review today, tonight, tomorrow, this morning, whatever time it is for you out there. I'm going to figure out if I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow or not. I appreciate every single solitary one of you for tuning in today, for being a part of this live. And I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out the door. Make sure you get in the comment section too for this video, not the live chat, but the comment section itself. A lot of you were in the live chat today. I should see every single one of you in the comment section too, giving your opinions about this episode with me here. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it's really appreciated and super necessary to me to not all the words. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants for MattyRants. Again, thumbs up button, thumbs butt button, thumbs butt button, thumbs butt button. Okay. Mama trying to clearly is still asleep as I can't hear him. He hasn't popped up near my legs or anywhere. Nope. Yeah, he's still in the bed. So I'll try to have him tomorrow or next time when I go live. But again, make sure to watch Canada's Drag Race on Wow Presents Plus or Crave out in Canada. And I believe BBC iPlayer in the UK, wherever it is at. Make sure you tune in. We'll be talking about it every Friday. And I will see you again soon to talk about more of our favorite TV shows and other reality programs and just have a good time. I'll see you then. Take care, everybody, and I will talk to you later. And make sure you send all the love to all the queens that came through from Canada's Drag Race, this live chat. That was great. Send them all up. Thanks, y'all. I'll see you later. Listen.